Back to the TwoSun train, and we like TwoSun knives, don't we? This one I've been meaning to put on my channel for a while. This is the TS201. It's a Rattle Snake design. It's G10. It's 14C28 and blade steel Rattle Snake design. It's got that harpoon looking blade thing going on. It's the right color, obviously. It's blue, and it's got some carbon fiber over the top of it. Deep carry pocket clip. Right hand only. Left hand, forget about it. It's got a little choil here for sharpening. Not really what if you want to sneak up there, you can. Be careful. But it's got some jimping up here on top of this blade. And will the knife be a knife? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, it's sharp. It's sharp. But, you know, TwoSun knives, I haven't found many that weren't. I haven't found any that weren't. So they're sharp right out of the box. And the box ain't nothing to brag about. I write all over mine because I want it. There's no identifying model number or anything on the box itself. So I do that top and bottom, you know, and then on both ends, because if I got them in kind of a stacked in a little cubby hole, then the ends are going to face out and I can see what I got and I can grab whichever knife I want. And I got a few of them, my friends. It's almost scary. I don't know if I want to tell you, because then my wife could watch this video and find out. So we're trying to stay undercover. But yes, they're good, and I probably paid too much for it. I think I paid 59 bucks for this. I won it at 59, so that was enough to get it. I've had this thing for months, but had never put it on my channel. But one of my viewers sat there and said, do you have a 201? You need to get one because I think it's a great G10 knife. And I said, yeah, I have a 201, had it for months. And he goes, why have you never put it on your channel? Yeah. You know what? I don't know if every video I did was a TwoSun knife. I'm not sure if I could keep up with the new models that's coming out from TwoSun. It's insane. So yes, I pick and choose carefully about what I put on my channel, because it'd be the TwoSun train for sure. This knife, a couple of things. This bothers me a little bit. That cutaway, that cut through there is too extreme. It's just too extreme for me. Let me see if I can find it. Well, it's just like this one. See the vexor? That's what you want. See that? That's just too much. This is too much. This is just right. I can still disengage and drop. What this does is it makes it to where when you do check out the ergos here, then you're only wrapping your finger around this tall scale here. Okay, that's it. That's your single rail. You're not feeling this one because it's so different in height. The rest is fine, and the ergos are fine on the rest. But here, I'm just right feeling just that edge there, and I don't like the feel of that. It's, you can deal with it. I guess I'm parsing things a little tight, but you know what I'm saying? And it's unsightly worse than anything else. I don't like the way they dropped this down. They dropped it too far. I don't know they needed quite that much machining here either. They could have raised the whole thing up much higher and still made it easy to disengage. And you can disengage. It's relatively quick over the detamp ball, so it does have that fidget factor. Like I said, jimping up here, good purchase otherwise. Go forward, yeah, maybe at your own risk. Reverse grip, not bad. No, that's actually better than forward grip. Where's my balance on this? Right there. So, not bad. Not right under the pivot or anything, but yeah, about where most of them are. So that's good. It's not contoured, it's flat. I wouldn't call it overly grippy because you have the carbon fiber laid on top of the G10. Although these areas here do provide tactile, grip. So yeah, you're feeling that. Also up here on this really long backspacer, that's black G10. Yeah, you got a lot of grip there, grippiness up here to where it can hit your palm and give you a little bit more connection to the knife. And I like it just for overall looks, plus I like it for protection of the blade here, so you're not going to be touching the blade. Blade to handle length is plenty adequate. Yes, I can touch the end of that blade right there. So yes, it's plenty adequate. Although, look at the design flow, right into the bolster, right in here. It's great. Now, I don't mind deep carry, but it's right hand only. Okay. For me, that's fine. Left hand's not going to like that. The screws could be flat. Since you're sitting this, and really, since you're only doing right hand, I think you ought to machine the pocket clip into the scale. Now, a lot of them don't, so that's not that unusual. Even the Civivi is sitting it up on top of the scale. But notice, where do the screws look like there? What do they look like? Well, they're flat, aren't they? Here, what are they? Well, baby, those are a couple of big oversized Egg McMuffins that are going to slam right up against the seam of your jeans when you put that in. Now, there's clearance there. But I'm just saying, this would be better, wouldn't it? With a flat screw there. They'd give you better clearance, especially since you're not milling that into the scale. Now, I think the Vexor goes left hand as well, so that's why they didn't do that. But there's others that do. All right. Good size knife, though. Oh, where is the Vexor, by the way? Get over here again. Bam. Okay, Vexor wins. Vexor's a big knife. That's a 9-inch knife. What else have we got laying around? Oh, my 116. Do not forget about this 116. Oh, baby. I'll tell you what, that thing is crazy sharp. This is a Max design. 14C28N as well, but that thing is insane sharp, and it's big. It's a big knife. So you may overlook that. I know I did, but not anymore. I really like this knife. So there's some good G10 TwoSuns out there. It's just a matter if you can grab them at a decent price, because you're bidding on them through eBay. Now, you can go to the TwoSun store. It's TWSUN. It's not it's not TWO. It's TWSUN, not TWOSUN. But I'll give you the link to that, and you can buy them. It's on AliExpress, but hell, it's the same folks, okay, that you're buying them from on eBay. So anyway, and they're coming from China either way, so 6 of one, half a dozen the other. If you can find them for less money on their AliExpress store, then why in God's name are you paying more on eBay? Flipper tab, pretty intuitive there, and it's jimped. Kicks right open. Let's see, what do we got for? No, that ain't doing it. Okay, that is. It's appropriate. I'd call it a 4.8 to a 5.0, somewhere on that D10. Let me see if I can fail it. Ooh, I tried. For a big old long blade like that, okay, it snaps out pretty damn good. Oh, I tried to fail it, and it wasn't failing. Okay, let me put a tape to it. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, 3 3/4. It almost feels like a 4-inch blade, but it's not. It's 96 millimeters. Okay, 8.5 overall at 21.5. Okay, So it's still a good size knife though. Oh, grab this. Okay, let's see. Half inch. It's not all that fat in the hand. 12.7 millimeters. 3.6 millimeter blade stock at 0.14. Okay, so blade stock's very adequate, about the same as like a paramilitary 2 blade stock is, but it's a little thicker overall this way than this one is. Now, is it heavier? I don't know. Let's find out. It's longer than the PM2, and the blade's longer than the PM2. 130, almost 138 grams. So let's roll it around to ounces. And yeah, it's an ounce heavier. It's an ounce heavier than the PM2. PM2's 3.8. So, okay. Yeah, it is. Now take a look at it. Interesting. I'm not seeing the steel liners. So they're embedded. Okay, but it still feels very, very structural. So, I mean, they're hiding the liners from you. I don't really care if they do or they don't. Like the Civivi knife, the Vexor, they're not hiding the liners. So, it doesn't really matter to me that much. I just want it to feel like it's all there. And they do, you know. So, it's fine. So let's see where we are on this. Well, we got no access from the front, so we got to go around the back, and that just broke free real easy. So that was good. That's a good thing. Now, are we number 8? Yes. What bothers me about some of the brands, I've been seeing a lot of number 6 screws on the body, and Civivi's gotten away from that, and I just think everybody needs to get away from that. And you know what? Seems like pocket screws are still number 6 on almost everything out there. Okay, so these pocket screws are number 8. And that was weird because I felt like I couldn't plant. Okay, I guess I can. I don't know. I just wasn't getting... It wasn't biting right away. Okay. And there you go. There's your pocket screws hanging there. And right back in here, of course, is that final screw that's got to come out. So I have to put that one back in before I put the deep carry pocket clip in. Those screws look pretty much the exact same length. So drop it. What do we got? There's our scale. And of course, it's all augured out because they got the liner embedded in there. Come on, buddy. There you go. Well, ceramic detent ball. We got that gone. And stone wash liner, so that's fine. What else we got in here? They say KVT ceramic bearings. Well, they ain't lying. Those are ceramic bearings. All right, and the ever famous detent ramp. Ever take a knife apart and look there at the beginning of where that detent track goes? Yeah, they build one in. I think it helps the action a bit. So when that ball kicks down there, goes back towards the hull. That's nice, yeah. They take the time to do that. Looks like they're doing that by hand, actually. Here's the pivot. And so it's round. It's not D-shaped. So it's possible, since this sucker comes in from the presentation side, yeah, I mean, it's possible this could spin if you put the screw from the other side in and put too much thread locker on it, and you got no way to hold on to this. Maybe if you had something that could get into these ridges and hold it, but you'd be in for some fun there. So no, I'd say take it easy with the thread locker, since that's not a D-shaped pivot. So reassemble, shouldn't be tough. Put a little bit of lube on there, stick the blade on, and we need to grab our stop and put that in. Come on, buddy. Only one way for you. And then more bearings. How about our liner? And we've got this little screw on the back before we put the pocket clip back on. Got to put this back in. And we're good. And we've got another body screw. Needs to get installed. Okay, here we go. Had to hold that one steady on the back side, but we got her done. And where am I on the pivot? Okay. That's reasonably tight, and yes, we're centered up, but need a pocket clip. Throw that in. Let's get the other screw here and put that in through here as well. Okay, we're locked. And yes, we are. Looking good. How's that? Is that too much? Back with the 201. Rattle Snake design. G10 Sandvik steel blade, not a D2 blade, 14C28N. Nice snappy, good looking design though. Good looking design overall. G10 knives, not very expensive. TwoSun comes out with a lot of different designs. Throw that 116 down here. Damn it. That one's good too. We'll be talking about that one later as well. All right, I'm going to click off, leave you to it. Thank you so much. We love them TwoSun knives because we love them knives. So you guys stay sharp.